evening and welcome to the 2024 U.S. Senate election, control of the U.S. Senate between the Republican Party, who is facing off the Democratic Party, who currently controls the U.S. Senate. Now, taking a look at the preferred political party heading into the 2024 Senate elections, Republicans have a 1% advantage nationwide polling data over Democrats on the generic ballot, with 15% undecided, 43% for the GOP, and just 42% for the Democrats. And now taking a look at who Americans prefer as party speaker, Chuck Schumer is more preferred over Mitch McConnell by 2/3 of majority of Americans, according to nationwide polling data. And now taking a look at Montana polling data, the favorite to win is Matt Rosendale by 1 percentage point, according to majority of polls. And now taking a look at Nevada polling data, Jackie Rosen is the favorite to win this state, as well as Ohio polling, Sherrod Brown, the incumbent Democrat looking on to hold his seat, is favored to win according to polls. Now we have our 7 o'clock p.m. poll closings, Eastern Time. First batch, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, the independent, will win his seat. This is a hold for the independent Bernie Sanders. And now as well as Indiana, this will be a hold for the Republicans. Jim Banks will be elected. Polls have now closed in Virginia. Tim Kaine will be elected to the United States Senate. This is a hold for the Democrats. And now an update on the battle of control to 51 seats. First party to get 51 seats takes the majority. 29 for the Democrats, so far to the GOP's 39, and independents have 1 seat. Currently, 7:30 p.m. poll closings are 7 batch Eastern Time. Ohio, too early to call at the moment. This is a toss-up seat. 17% in. Sherrod Brown is currently leading, but keep in mind a lot of counties have not been called yet. Too early to call. And now another toss-up seat. West Virginia, too early to call. 23% of the estimated voters in. Joe Manchin is in the lead, but a lot of counties have not been called yet. We now have our 8 o'clock p.m. poll closings Eastern Time from these states. Maine, the independent Angus King will hold on to this seat. He will be elected to the United States Senate, as well as Elizabeth Warren. She will win for another term. Massachusetts, a hold for the Democrats, as well as Rhode Island. Democrats will hold on to this seat. Sheldon Whitehouse will win his seat. As well as Connecticut, Democrats will hold on to this seat. No surprise here. Chris Murphy will be elected to the United States. And Maryland will elect their next senator, Angela also Brooks, to the United States Senate. This is a hold for the Democrats. Out of Delaware, Senator Lisa Rochester will be holding on to this seat for Democrats. And now another update on the toss-up state of Ohio. It remains too early to call. 39% of the estimated voters in. Sherrod Brown remains in the lead over Frank LaRose, but keep in mind, still too early to call. And now we can project that the state of Pennsylvania, Bob Casey will hold on to this seat for Democrats. He will be Pennsylvania's next Democratic senator. And now polls have now closed in the state of Missouri. No surprise here. Josh Hawley will hold on to this safe Republican seat. Another hold for the GOP. And now another update on the toss-up state of West Virginia. Remains too early to call. 44% in. Joe Manchin is still in the lead. Too early to call. We now can project that Marsha Blackburn will win in Tennessee. She'll be elected to the United States Senate. This is a hold for the GOP. As well as Mississippi, this is another hold for Republicans. Roger Wicker will hold on to this seat for the Senate. And now for Florida, Floridians will elect Rick Scott into the United States Senate. Another hold for the Republican Party. And now another update on the race to 51 seats. 36 for the Democrats to GOP's 43 seats currently. And 2 independent seats have been called already. And now we have our 9 o'clock p.m. poll closings Eastern Time from these states. New York, their senator will be Kirsten Gillibrand. This is a hold for the Democrats. As well as Michigan, this is another hold for Democrats. No surprise here. Elisa Slotkin will be elected to the United States Senate for Michigan. And now an update on the toss-up state of Wisconsin. This is expected to be a close, tight race. Too early to call. 44% of the estimated voters in. Riani Ravindran is in the lead, but keep in mind, too early to call. And now another update on the toss-up state of Ohio. Too early to call. 52% in. Sherrod Brown is still in the lead, but it is winding down. It is getting closer. His lead is narrowing. And now for Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar will win on her last and final term to the United States Senate. no surprise here, safe Democratic seat. This is going to be a hold for Democrats. Now for North Dakota, Kevin Cramer. Well, this is going to be another hold for the GOP. Kevin Cramer will win on in his seat. And now another update on the toss-up state of West Virginia. Too close to call. 58% in. Joe Manchin is still in the lead, but it is winding down. It is narrowing. It is getting closer. And now Wyoming's will elect Reed Rasner. This is a hold for the GOP to the United States Senate. And now as for New Mexico, they will elect Martin Heinrich. This is a hold for the Democrats into the United States Senate. And now an update on the toss-up state of Arizona. This is going to be a three-way race in 2024. Too early to call. 41% of the estimated vote is in. Ruben Gallego, the Democrat, looking on to hold this seat for Democrats, is currently in the lead at 43% to the challenger Mark Lamb, 27%. And independent Kristen Sinema is going to shake up this race. She's trailing both candidates at 25%. And now taking a look at Nebraska, we now can call the Senate race for Pete Ricketts. This is a hold for the Republicans. And now another update on the toss-up state of Texas. Too early to call. Ted Cruz is seeking another term. 43% of the estimated vote is in. Colin Allred is currently in the lead, but keep in mind, too early to call. And an update on the race to 51 seats. Republicans at 47 seats to Democrats 40, and independents remain at just 2 seats. 10 o'clock p.m. poll closings Eastern time from these states. Another update on the toss-up state of Montana. Jon Tester is currently still in the lead, but keep in mind it's too early to call with just 46% of the estimated votes in. We now can call Utah's Senate race for Trent Staggs. This is another hold for the GOP. And now another update on the toss-up state of Nevada. Too early to call. 48% of the estimated votes in. Samuel Brown is in the lead, but keep in mind a lot of these counties have not been called yet. Another update on the toss-up state of Wisconsin. Too early to call. Just 50% in. Rouhani Ravindran is currently in the lead, but a lot of these counties have not been called yet. Their lead is also winding down. And now another update on the toss-up state of Ohio. Too close to call. 61% of the estimated votes in. Sherrod Brown is currently in the lead at 51% to Frank LaRose's 47%, but keep in mind, this is too close to call. We cannot make a projection in Ohio's Senate race just yet. Another update on the toss-up state of West Virginia. Too close to call. 71% in. Joe Manchin's lead has been winding down tonight. 50% for him to Jim Justice's 46%. We could not make a projection just yet. And an update on the three-way race of Arizona, the toss-up state. Too early to call. 56% of the estimated vote is in. The Democrat Ruben Gallego, 45% to Mark Lamb's 27%, and Kristen Sinema is still at 26%. And an update on the toss-up state of Texas. Too early to call. Ted Cruz trying to seek another term. 63% in. Ted Cruz is trailing, but Colin Allred's lead is expected to narrow down. Another update on the battle of control to 51 seats. 48 seats for the Republicans and 40 for the Democrats. Independents remain at 2. We now have our 11 o'clock p.m. poll closings from the West Coast Eastern time. Hawaii will elect their Senator Mazie Hirono. This is another hold for the Democrats. Montana, another update on this toss-up state. Too close to call. 57% in. Jon Tester remains in the lead. We cannot make a projection just yet. Out of Washington State, their next senator will be Maria Cantwell. This is another hold for Democrats. No surprise here. Safe Democratic seat. Another update on the toss-up state of Nevada. Too close to call. Remains 64% in. And Samuel Brown is in the lead, but it is narrowing down to get a little bit closer. And now out of California, no shocking surprise here. Safe Democratic seat. Catherine Porter will be California's next Democratic senator. This is a hold for Democrats. Another update on the toss-up state of Ohio. Too close to call. 79% in. Sherrod Brown, the incumbent, is looking to win. At this point, he is narrowly winning. He's in the lead by about 1 percentage point. Too close to call. We cannot make a projection just yet. And now out of Wisconsin, this is a major projection. Tammy Baldwin will win her term, her last and final term, and this is the first flip tonight. The first flip tonight will be going to Democrats. Wisconsin's next senator will be Tammy Baldwin. She's going to win with a margin of around 5%, 52.3% to Rouhani Ravindran, 47.7 percentage points. This is going to be a flip for the Democrats. And now another toss-up on another update on the toss-up state of Arizona. 74% in. Too close to call. Ruben Gallego is in the lead still at 37%. Mark Lamb is at 27%, tied with Kristen Sinema at just 27%. Three-way race. We now can project that the state of West Virginia will be going to the Republican Jim Justice. This is a flip, the first flip for the Republicans tonight. West Virginia's next senator will be Jim Justice, and they have officially voted out Joe Manchin. Jim Justice will win this seat by around 6 percentage points, 53% to Joe Manchin's 47%, 91%, and we now can call the race for the Republican Jim Justice. And now we have another major projection going to the Republicans. This is going to be a hold for the GOP. Their next senator of Texas will be Senator Ted Cruz, seeking his term. Ted Cruz will win by 4 percentage points, 52% to Colin Allred, 48%. Another update on the battle control to 51 seats. 44 for the Democrats. Republicans remain in the lead at 50 seats. Republicans just need 1 seat to take control of the U.S. Senate. All they need is 1 seat left, and independents remain at just 2 victories. We have a major projection out of the toss-up state of Nevada. Their next senator will be Democratic Jackie Rosen. This is going to be a hold for Democrats. Jackie Rosen will win Nevada as a Democrat by around 2 percentage points, 51% to Samuel Brown's 49%. We now can call the race. 98% of the estimated voters in. We now can call it for Jackie Rosen. And now a major projection out of the three-way race of Arizona. This is a toss-up state. This is going to be a hold for the Democrats. Their next senator will be Ruben Gallego, the Democrat. Ruben Gallego will win with a margin around 4 percentage points, 36% to Mark Lamb's 32%, and Kristen Sinema will be tied with Mark Lamb at 32% in this three-way race. And now out of Ohio, a major projection. This is going to be the second flip for the Republicans. Frank LaRose will defeat the Democrat incumbent Sherrod Brown. Frank LaRose will win Ohio's Senate race by around 2 percentage points, 51% for him to Sherrod Brown's 49%, 97% of the estimated voters in. We now can call Ohio's Senate race for Frank LaRose. And now polls have now closed. Actually, we now can call another flip for the Republicans in Montana. Montana will elect their next senator, Matt Rosendale, into the United States Senate. This is another flip for the GOP. Matt Rosendale will defeat Jon Tester. 95% of the estimated voters in. We now can call Montana Senate race for the Republican Matt Rosendale. 50.6% for him and 49.4% for the incumbent Jon Tester. This is going to be a flip for the GOP. Map. 52 seats for the GOP. They will be the next majority in the United States Senate for 2024, and the minority 46 seats for the Democratic Party. And there will be 2 independent seats. This is the final map, and you can take a look at the margins for every state. So, United States Senate majority will go to the GOP. The Republicans, they will take back the U.S. Senate in the year of 2024. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more election nights in the future just like this one.